Good evening. On January the 8th, 2026, the United States officially initiated a sweeping withdrawal from dozens of international organizations, marking a significant shift in American foreign policy under President Donald Trump. This move, stemming from an executive order released by the White House, sees the U.S. severing ties with 66 international organizations, agencies, and commissions. The administration justifies this decision by stating that these organizations, agreements, and treaties are no longer compatible with the interests of the United States. Many of the affected entities are affiliated with the United Nations and focus on issues such as labor, education, and gender equality. Notably, the UN Population Fund is among those targeted. According to the Trump administration, these bodies often promote what it terms diversity and so-called woke initiatives. The announcement has drawn strong reactions. UN Secretary-General António Guterres expressed his regret but emphasized the United Nations' unwavering commitment to its mandates. The United Nations has a responsibility towards those who depend on us, Guterres stated, adding, "We will continue our mandates with determination." UN Spokesperson Stéphane Dujarric also highlighted that contributions set by the General Assembly are legal obligations for all member states, including the United States. The financial implications are substantial. For the past year's UN budget, estimated at $3.72 billion, the United States was expected to contribute 22%, roughly $820 million. With accumulated unpaid contributions from previous years, the U.S. government's debt to the UN currently stands at approximately $1.5 billion, not including additional expenses for UN peacekeeping missions. A major focus of the American withdrawal is institutions dedicated to combating climate change. The U.S. government plans to exit the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC, and to revoke its participation in the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, known as UNFCCC. This convention mandates the prevention of human-caused disturbances to the climate system. This action aligns with President Trump's long-standing skepticism toward climate science, which he has repeatedly labeled a hoax despite scientific consensus. Shortly after his return to the White House, he had already announced an exit from the Paris Climate Agreement, which is soon to take effect. Beyond UN-related bodies, the U.S. is also withdrawing from other international groups like the Partnership for Atlantic Cooperation, the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance, and the Global Counterterrorism Forum. According to the executive order, these withdrawals are to occur as soon as possible, potentially involving the cessation of funding or direct participation. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio clarified the administration's stance, stating that these institutions were found to be superfluous, poorly managed, or to pose a threat to the sovereignty, freedoms, and general prosperity of our nation. He further indicated that other international institutions would also be reviewed. This isn't the first time the Trump administration has pulled back from global engagement. Earlier, it announced withdrawals from the World Health Organization and the UN Cultural Organization, UNESCO. These previous exits were criticized on similar grounds, with the administration arguing that the United States was paying for other countries without receiving adequate returns. While the financial savings from this latest withdrawal are expected to be considerable, the exact amount has not been disclosed in the order. This sweeping move underscores a continued shift towards an America First approach, reshaping the landscape of international cooperation and American global leadership. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. This video was generated using artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you next time.